I'm here with Angels third round pick from last year, Aaron Hernandez. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. Around this time last year, this is when you get picked. Take me back to that time when you were, waiting for the call and how that day went.
I was actually just talking about it with my mom. My mom reminded me, I think yesterday, she texted me saying it's been a year already, and I was like, wow, it really has been a year. But it was fun. I remember being just like the week before, just knowing it was right around the corner, something I've been working my whole life for, and it just came, and it was a feeling I couldn't describe, and it was probably the best feeling I've ever felt baseball-wise. So it's a good day for me, a good day for my family as well, friends, everybody that supported me along the way. I mean, it was fun. It was awesome.
Did you have an idea going into it what round or whereabout you would be picked, or was it just all kind of let it happen?
They tell you like where they think you're gonna go, but you don't know until you get the phone call and until it's set in stone. But whether it was day one or last day or whatever, I was just happy to get the opportunity to play at the next level.
Now, playing in college at Corpus Christi, Texas A&M, and now your first year in the big leagues now, what's the biggest difference you think between, high college ball and then, obviously the high A?
I think it's just the level of competition. Like everybody out here can do a lot of good things in the baseball field. Not saying that people couldn't do that in college, but everybody's fighting to get to the same place, so level of competition is a little higher. And like I said, a lot of people can do a lot of different things in the baseball field, so it's definitely a different level of competition, but not to bash it on competition I faced in high school because it was good. But I guess just consistency would be the thing. Everybody's a little bit more consistent out here. So I'd say probably that's the biggest thing.
What's the biggest thing you've worked on probably since draft day to now, you think?
Just being able to command all the pitches inside the zone. Had a little bit of a problem with that in college, but I feel like I've made a better stride towards it this year and just adjusting to everything, So I think I've done that pretty well so far.
Now, obviously being in the minor leagues, the bus rides are kind of what everyone knows, the long bus rides. What do you do to keep yourself entertained, I guess, on those rides?
Well, I'm used to it. In college, we bussed everywhere. So driving from Corpus to Louisiana or Corpus to Norman, Oklahoma, stuff like that. So, we flew maybe one time my three was at Corpus. So, and we still had to drive 2 hours to an airport. But I'm used to it. Just listening to music, watch YouTube, maybe watch a movie, anything like that along those lines.
Music of choice?
Anything Future, anything Drake, Migos. I listen to country. Just depends on how I'm feeling that day.
What about off day? You're in a hotel and you're trying to pass time. Same thing, music, or you binge watch shows, or?
No, a bunch of Fortnite is played.
That's a big thing in this locker room. The more and more people I'm talking to, I guess this is a young guys thing, but it's a more. I hear it everywhere. Every person I ask.
Yeah, we get after it. So a couple of us guys will get on and we'll play squads or whatnot, or I'll play with some friends back home. Play that, or play MLB The Show, basketball, Madden, or I'll get out if I need a haircut. I'll go do that. Just relaxing, just getting away from baseball.
Xbox or PS4?
I got both.
Oh, okay.
But I am more of a PS4 guy. I left my Xbox at home. PS4, I've been playing that since the first PlayStation. So Sony for sure.
Yeah. Now, one way I noticed you out in the outfield, and myself too, I noticed your tattoos. What's your first one, and is there any kind of meaning behind it?
My first one was on my wrist. It was it's a Bible scripture. There's a lot of meaning behind it, but that was my first one, and then now I got them all over my body. So,
what's the most recent one?
The most recent one, my hand. I got a little rose in my hand. So that one was probably top 3 most painful I've gotten.
I was gonna ask because I know some friends that got it and they said the same thing. That's real painful. So you just mentioned it. How would you rank, I guess, areas tattoo-wise pain?
I'd say the most painful one is the inside of the arm. Really tender in there. And I got a lot of detail in them, so I wasn't sitting there for 30, 45 minutes. It was 3 hours plus. So I'd probably say that, and then the hand. But they all they all sting a little bit, but I mean it's all bearable in the end.
If you weren't playing baseball, what sport would you have picked up?
Well, I'm from Texas, so football.
So yeah, I guess that's an obvious.
But I'd say basketball or football. I mean basketball, I would say probably because you get to shoot. Sorry,
okay.
You get to go out and you play in an arena. You don't have to worry about weather. You're wearing a tank top and basketball shorts.
And I'm guessing with Texas, with the weather it is, playing inside, it's a big deal. I mean, you don't have to worry about it.
Well, yeah, we don't have to worry about it over there either. You just got to worry about the heat and make sure you're hydrated. So, I don't know, football, I was never fast enough I think I played in high school, but I was never big enough. I was 150 pounds soaking wet. So, yeah, I mean, I love football. I love basketball. I love watching those two sports.
Last one, me and the guys that do the podcast, we like to collect bobbleheads, signed autographs, whatever. Is there anything you collect? It doesn't even necessarily be from sports, but just anything in general.
Shoes. I love
big sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Jordans, the Yeezys, Nikes, anything like that. I've always been a fan of them growing up. A lot of them are overpriced, so now that I'm making my own money and paychecks coming to me, I can go ahead and spend some money on some shoes. So yeah, shoes. I love to collect shoes. Anything that comes out, if I like them, I usually get them. So
now you don't have to say exactly the number, but ballpark it. How much, or not how much, but how many pairs do you think you have?
I would say I'm about 20 plus, maybe. Yeah, I brought most of them with me. I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna have
They're on suitcase, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send some back home. But yeah, I'd say about 20 plus. Like a lot of Vans, I wear those comfortable shoes. If I feel up in the morning, feel a little lazy, just throw some Vans on or whatnot. And most of the time I'll get dressed and look professional coming to the field.
Awesome.